Yeah, it's one that you're disappointed in not getting to, but coming off the break, getting 3 of 4 is certainly positive, and we need as many points as we can. We've talked about just trying to stay the course and get on a little streak of collecting points, so we'll take it, but felt like the game was there. It was for the taking. Both teams had stretches where they were the better team, and we obviously had a great start, which is something we've talked about wanting to do, so that's a positive. But you can't just sit back. We got away from our game in the second and gave them some momentum, and that's a really good team, obviously. And then getting to overtime, I think we had some really good looks. A couple 2-on-1s, a couple big saves of posts. So, and, they go down and kind of a broken play and score. So that's the way overtime goes. But certainly a game where we could have had two easily.
Schedule doesn't let up. You've got another 3 and 4 coming up this week. What is the focus, the mindset as you head into it?
Yeah, I mean, we should be fresh, right? Majority of us anyways, have coming off the break. We're excited to play games. You get sick of practicing there for a while, so we're excited about playing the games, and this is the time of year you want to be playing meaningful hockey, and we are. So that's the mindset we have.
I know you would have preferred to win for them, but just a thought on having them on so long the last couple of days.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. Obviously, they bring a bunch of energy and joy, and they've been really fun to be around. Hopefully, they enjoyed it just as much as all the sons on the team have. So, majority of them were at the game in Nashville the other night. So 3 out of 4 points with the mothers is a successful trip, and so obviously like I said, it was a lot of fun for them to be with us.
You said that you guys got away from your game in the second period. Was that for not being able to respond to adjustments that Dallas made, or was that like mistakes that you guys made in your own game?
No, it was just the first period. We were on the forecheck. We were skating. We were physical. I mean, it was a really entertaining first period, and for us, I thought that's the style of play we wanted to continue. And then, we just weren't as quick on pucks. Obviously, like I said, that's a very good hockey team. They got great players. They're going to make plays, and they're going to push being down 2-0. It's your mentality, right? You get up to, you tend to sit back a little too much, and then they're pushing. So a little bit of both, I think, but we had the recipe there in the first, and we have to try to sustain that. I know it's hard to do it for the full game, but maybe longer spurts.
Is that part of, I guess, the growing process as a team as you go through the season, learning how to continue making that push for a full 60?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably impossible to play a perfect game for 60 minutes, but I don't know if it's a process. I think we understand. We got a lot of veteran guys on this team that we should understand what it takes, and we have. If you look at our record the last 2.5 months or whatever, since December 1st, I saw a stat the other day, we were right up there. I think we were tied with Dallas in points, so a few behind Colorado. So you look at it, obviously tough start to the season, but since the last couple of months we've been playing good hockey, and we got to keep accumulating points.
Thank you, Stephen. Thanks.
Yeah.
It was a hard hockey game. They're a good team. It's a tough place to play. We know the way they play. They make you uncomfortable, and I thought we did a pretty good job. Probably defended too much, but being uncomfortable. I thought we hung in there. Obviously, the goal late in the second kind of gave them a little bit more life. In the third, we had our looks to win the game late, and same with overtime where you get a couple 2-on-1s, you don't score a lot of times. That's not going to result in a win for us. But all in all, 3 of the 4 for the week, and won another week, and we got another big one coming.
As you said, they're a good hockey team. You do get a 2-0 lead tonight. I know we kind of talked about the opposite. Just the way that it played out again, it's two good teams going at it. Like, it wasn't anything crazy.
No, I mean, I think they had a pushback. We knew coming in the second they pushed back. A little bit of our execution got a little bit sloppy. I thought we took on a little bit too much water, which we haven't done a whole lot of, and we just looked a little sloppy with the puck. Credit to them, the way they play. They're tight. They got a really good back end that take away time and space. But I think when we're able to execute and get into their zone, we got some really good looks against a stingy team. So we did some good things. A lesson to be learned here a little bit, but I do like the resiliency of hanging in here late in the game. And actually, I thought we tilted the ice there the last about 7 minutes, and we didn't get rewarded with a goal.
New week coming, another 3 and 4. As you said, it doesn't let up. What do you think was the mindset
Well, I think back to learning a little bit, grow our game, build our game. It was a good experience for our group to go through. I thought different stretches we could have showed a little bit more poise with the puck, something we'll address and work through. And it's we got some really good teams coming in this week, so it's another big week for us.
Stamkos said it's almost impossible to play a perfect 60-minute game. Is this a good learning opportunity for your team to be able to understand the pushback from the other side and kind of work through that a little bit better?
Yeah, we've done a great job all year. I mean, they're a good team. They push back. To me, it was just a little bit of execution. We're a little sloppy with the puck. We've been through this. Our group's been through a lot together, and we've hung in there. We've battled. We're a resilient group, and there's always learning experiences a little bit, especially against a good team. And so we'll take some stuff away from this game and move forward with it.
Thank you, Bruno.
Thank you.